downhill, straight ahead, and run the attack, whatnot. It's kind of y'all's kind of game. Somebody's going to be in your face, so to speak. Like trying to do anything too tricky, just kind of come right at you.
Definitely, mano y mano. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what you really want. I'm expecting physical, downhill game. That's what we're preparing for.
Do you think when Coach Smart or when Georgia sends the guys out there, I mean, we've seen you and Ledbetter, I know Monty's coming out here, saw Juwan, it's kind of a message when he's sending you guys out here for this game, linebackers, D linemen, kind of the tough guys, is that what's going on?
I don't know. I don't think that. I don't know what's the rhyme or rhythm between the guys who does media, but I don't think that's the reason, honestly.
Obviously, D-line's banged up a little bit. Kirby told us about Marshall, Hawkins, Buckle. Any effect on inside linebackers? I mean, obviously, a big part of what y'all do is trying to, dependent on the run game. D-line might not have as many bodies this week.
Not at all. That's the beauty of it. It's the next man up. That's why we prepare 2s, 3s, 4s. That's why we prepare those next guys, and everybody gets the same amount of reps and gets the same work. And it's the next man up at the end of the day. So I know those guys are going to do a good job. Who's everything for his place.
What do you see working behind Jordan Davis?
He's growing really fast. He's growing fast, man. He's growing really fast, and we need him. He's turning on in perfectly time when we need him. So it's a good team.
Do you think too much has been made of the downfall of the Georgia front seven? I mean, I know so many guys were lost from last year, but we've heard all year about, not enough tackles for loss or sacks. Is that kind of overblown that the front sevens?
I mean, that's just the critics. That's just, guys get paid to do that, to talk about. It's a story. But we just continue to play our game. We prepare like we know how, play like we know how, and from the stats, you don't get the #1 defense for no reason, so it seems like we're doing something right.
Do you think this will be a good gauge? Would it be fair to judge you guys on this LSU game? They're considered kind of a downhill team.
It'll definitely be a great test for us, a great test for our defense, and one that we're going to have to bring our best game. We're going to play our best game in this game.
Monty's a guy, we're going to talk to him just a little bit, as a guy who, committed to LSU. It looked like he was going to sign with LSU right there. It all kind of happened really fast. How, seeing him grow over the last couple of years, how, glad are you that, you don't get to meet him at LSU, you get to meet him here and then play with him every day?
First off, I did not know that.
Is he going to hear about that later, probably?
Yeah, definitely go ahead about that for me.
Do you want me to tell you the story right
definitely.
now?
Go ahead.
So he commits, it goes right before the early signing period,
right
before he gets to enroll early, he commits to LSU and immediately calls Kirby. He was like, I think I made a mistake. And he flips during the dead period. He flips back to Georgia during that. He actually just showed up and signed here on campus as opposed to enrolling early there. So that's kind of the story.
Nah, but definitely I'd rather have him with me than against me, honestly, man. I feel like he's gonna be a phenomenal player. He's already a great player. He just has a knack for the ball. You can't beat nobody like that. You can't beat him.
What's one word you use to describe Monty, though? You got to pick one word.
Relentless. Relentless. It don't matter. Blood, sweat, tears. He get the job done. He get the job done. He just does whatever is asked upon him.
How much hurt a lot, doesn't he? Practice
tough guy, man. Somebody them Alabama guys, man. Them guys that come from Alabama, they tough.
How much do you know about LSU? You know about the Mike the Tiger cage and all that stuff there?
Yeah, I know a little bit about it.
Does a guy like you at this stage of your career still get excited to go new places? Is this a stadium you're looking forward to playing in?
Personally, yes. I feed off pressure. I like pressure. I feel like this defense likes pressure. And I can't wait. I'm excited to see how guys react, see how guys respond to the pressure, see how guys, respond to this big stage of play. I can't wait. I'm so excited.
You mentioned pressure, and a word that Kirby uses a lot is adversity. And look at last year, some of the games, the Notre Dame game, they faced some adversity there. Is that something that you look as a leader on the defense, just wanting that kind of adversity, or is it more of let's just win the game type of thing?
Definitely. If you're someone that want to win and is used to winning, adversity is a part of the process. So I feel like that's something you look forward to rather than shying away from it. You look forward to adversity. We go through adversity every day in practice. Like Coach says, I'm sure y'all heard him say it before, we try to make the practices harder than the game here. That's adversity in itself. So you try to create as much as that. Like you say, like the confidence is in the preparation. The confidence is in the preparation. So we prepare like there's no tomorrow. So on Saturday we can be as comfortable as we know how.
When Jeremy Pruitt, and this is a little late, I mean, it's a couple weeks ago, when Jeremy Pruitt spoke after the game, he talked about how, you guys, about the way you're coached, because they're coached the same way, is that they're coached to try to change the way the opponent thinks. He said that team over there in red tried to make us think, change the way we think. What do you think? What did he mean by that? What do you think he meant by, that you guys are coached to change the way they think?
So basically, we don't judge the game based off scoreboard. We don't judge the game based off points or how first downs or anything like that. We judge the game based off how we feel physically after the game. If we feel like we physically imposed our will on the other team, if we feel like we physically dominated the other team, that's when we feel like we've had a good game. Anything less is unacceptable. Anything less is not the standard.
Has there been a game this year? I mean, I know after Missouri, a lot of guys didn't feel good about the Missouri game, and I don't know about the Tennessee game, but South Carolina, would that maybe be the only SEC game you guys have played where you felt that way, or has there not been another one?
Yeah, honestly, it's been a couple games where we felt that we could have played better, but that's just showing you the ceiling that we feel like there's still room to grow. Still room to grow. We haven't played our best game yet, and I feel like it's a positive thing that we're still working to it. We haven't ceilinged out. We haven't hit that top or anything like that. Guys know there's still room for improvement.